Welcome to the next video. Nice little steam for these Scentsy things. Gotta be in the mood, gotta feel good, gotta feel right. Where is the pleasure? Where is the pleasure? Go get the pleasure. But where is the pleasure? Is it in the red sun? I'm dark, but I cover it up. You notice that it's not full red on the inside, it's cut. So I fold it up. And the ocean, my ocean, and the red cover, I'm just trying to think if it's the sun. Just thinking about Rodin's coil, and what I did is I didn't make it as large as the circle. Maybe I should be flipping two of these on top of each other. Look at that. Looks like a 3 on one side, a W, an obligation V. What is the VW of life? Is it the roadway all the way through to the balancing beam where there's a face here? See the little teeny nose, the forehead's cut off, facing each other. The in-between opposite face that comes here inside the blue. Well, I'm making that up. It's because of this line here, which ended up the point, ended up the nose. So if the point ended up the nose of the Jew, it's going to tell me that the triangles the two triangles that I make, this one is just one zone on the left. This one is just one zone on the right. I could have went to here, and all the way down to here. But according to numbers, if I want the floor to be the same as the ceiling, I have to actually, let me think of this. So here, and here, and here, and here, and here. Okay. If this is 2, this is 5, this is 8, this is where 2 ends up. Where this is 5, and this is where 8 ends up. 2 and 8. The 2 card. The 2 card, the 3 card, in the center of the diamond, that's where they show up. That's a minimum. If I'm flipping, if I'm doing this one, it's inside, I have 1, 2, 3 wide. That's how wide we usually run. 1, 2, 3 wide. Okay. We're in between an area space. What does that count for? And I was talking about longer, the Jewish nose. This one is all equal, but the Jewish nose is extended because of the 45-degree angle here. Numeric value for sun and 666. 666, sun and 666. FOX, FOX. They're all 6s. 24th letter, 2 and 4 and 6. 15th letter, 1 and 5 and 6. In the alphabet. Where do you want to go for it? In the alphabet. Do you want me to talk down? Oh man, I'll hold your hand and I'll never move forward. Sometimes I can do that. But it's in the alphabet. That's your kids. You know what asked me, is this for adults or is this for kids? No, this is actually for kids. I might have to tone it down because I don't put this for under 18. This is like, I think 14 and above my videos because it ain't made for kids. But kids can watch it. I think so. I think so. I think so. Let me know. Can kids watch this video? So did we understand what's happening over here? This is showing me a direct half. Because of the laws of the game of roulette, when you show half, you're showing 17 to 1. So this, listen, this is 1 by 2. It's 1 block wide by 2 high. Now, in order to create this perfectly, in order to find my area space, I would have to create this design over here. This is more like Rodin's coil. The same Rodin's coil I do, okay, has to show up with my numbers showing up on a 45-degree angle. And if that is done in primarily, I would have to create this scenario. Here's my 2 block here to the left, and here's my 2 block here to the right. Why 2 blocks? Why not 1? The foot over here is telling me 2. The 45-degree angle. Why didn't I stop over here? Why didn't I stop in the first house? I don't know. I don't know. Why didn't I do 1 and then 2 levels? I can go 1 more and make 3 levels. So let's do 3 levels and see what happens. This is so exciting. You don't understand. I see further in my head than I'm actually getting on the paper. And it's like vibrating. It's like, zzz, it's like, hey man, I'm waiting in line. Can't you get me out of there and put you on the paper? You got the information, now get it out. Spit it out, boy. Ay, ay, ay. And then when I tell you the story and I make the jokes, I tend to lose my trend of thought. So here's the first one. And here is the second one. And here's the third one. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and here's the fourth one. Now I have to come up with different scenarios of logic to this. Do I square it off like this? Do I, first time a point ever comes out is when it's too high. Here I have 808, the core, the bicycle card, 808. So let me continue on with this video. So this, now we're going to do it again. And these are obligations. I can't put it up here and I can't put it here because I'll be 2 below. If I shift this, okay, if I shift this, right, I'm going to do the same thing here. Just give me a second. Now, in this here, here is my block. Here is my first block. Here is my block. Here is my block. I have a single height block, 808. I've had a line over here. I have 1 line here. I have 1 line here. I have 1 line here. And since it's with a V111 or X111, gate X13. That's pretty cool, gate X13. Well, I'll show you gate X13. McDonald had a farm. Old MacDonald had a farm. Right? MC like MC, ME, the beginning of the sun. 135. Ace, Donald. Ace, do. North American Light. C, 100. D, 500. And I'm going to stop there. MCD Roman numerals in McDonald gives me 1600. Is the half-life. 1 is already in 5. 1000 has 2 times 500. C has 10 times 100. Whoops, sorry. Sorry for myself. Went out and I got a whole big supply of them. Don't want to run out of anything and stammy my work. You know that? Don't want to stammy the work. So now we have 1,000, and here we have 1,000. And I make mistakes sometimes. I made a mistake in a video once, and I need to know about the mistakes. So in here, what happens to equate to this? How do we bring this all together? What can I do with my zeros? Should I just go, we have 3 rows? I don't really know what to do with that, but I do know, okay, if I was talking in binary code, this would be 1, 2, 4, this would be 8. M equals 8. And in Roman numerals, C equals 4. And in Roman numerals, D, oh, there's a 5 there. What do I do? 1, 2, 4. 5 times 4, 20. D equals 20. We have the sun into the house. MCD. 8 plus 4 plus, we're going to go 8 plus 4 plus 2. We're not going to work any of the numbers because we always have to work. We're always facing each other. So this one becomes 7. When 4 faces each other, it becomes 8. And now we have the heaven of the delta angle, or angel, which means one side of the wing or the other side of the wing. Do you notice the way they both meet in the center and they harmonize in the center? Do you notice that I have a slight angled 8? See, when you look at this 8, it's actually an angle. In fact, I'm so far into this video and missing out on a point that I have done yesterday. There's so many things that are missing. Is this. Do you see the slanted 8 this way and the slanted 8 this way? Sorry, let me do it this way. The N or the Z, H and the I that come together through the division of the 2. See the bar in the center of this, whatever kind of building it is, if you want to look at it as a building. The W that comes on top, the obligation V that comes on the bottom. X brings X equals W and V. V, sorry, V, we can also do this, V, right? You want to look at it this way? Here's my V, bringing my W together. Here's my W, and inside my W, I create the V. So let's do it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Here's my W, right? And inside, do we have a V? No, we don't have a V, so we lock on. When we complete the W, V completes the W. Okay? This is because I completed the 360 square, right? You see the way I put this up over here? Is this where my G comes in? I don't need this line here. I just need to connect from here. Somehow I always look at this as one person here and one person here, and here's one face and here's 2 face. Here's one face. The one-eyed Jack. This over here. What I also want to say is when I cut, if I just create this large V or 2 rectangulars, one rectangular here and one rectangular here, when I create this rectangle, I just get the W on the bottom side. On the top side, I get L and L. And it creates the V in the center, which creates X and X. So I don't want to give it any value yet. Now when I create the flip over 2 V's together, I create X and X. But when I create it lower down, it creates a different kind of X. There's also the small x and the capital X. Now is the capital X being made this way versus the small x created this way? This X over here gets a 45 passage in the sun. This one is split by a line, now creating an hourglass or a star, like in the star system, system 6. Unless I created the X this way, and then this
would divide in the system 6. We put the two systems together, we get the heavens of 8, where I join one of these arms in the yin and the yang. I'm going to try and see if I can, should I do it beside it, on top of it? Let me just see. A straight line through this one over here, this one over here. The same straight line through this one over here. I'm just trying to think. This one over here, this one over here, this one over here, this one over here. Do you see what just happened in this? Is I was obligated to stay in my same house. This one I did on width this way, like this one here. I just put it here. But this one over here, I put it here. I couldn't put it in the middle because it was going to divide this line. The only way for me to put it in the middle, okay, is if, which way can I put this in the middle? The only way I can fit this into the middle that it takes up both would be this over here. This is what, 135 ace, and this one becomes the 45 because it runs the perfect 45-degree angle. In this one, I complete the 8, showing me I used up 4 boxes. In this one, okay, I get the core over here, the dividing line where the two lines cross, telling me that's the queen, telling me that's the division to the gateway. Blackjack stand on 17. Okay, the queen in French is also a letter D, 4 and 17. I just showed you what happened before. Okay, we get the corners connecting 1, 2, 3, so 1 and 2 come together. There is no 4, 5, 6 in here because it's an empty space. And this we're going to go 7, 8 is on the line, and then 9. There's no place to stop in line. It's a fine line. I can't make a dot. Actually, I could make a dot. It's a free dot because I'm on the line and then over here. So you would have 1 blank, 3 blank, 1. We're using the same one over here, so we're going to skip. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this becomes 7.5. We're now on the moon, the gateway to the heaven. 7, 8, 9, and this becomes 8.5, the spirit matrix, and they come together at this connection here. And it also creates this little design in between. Do you follow what I'm saying right now? I no longer used 4, 5, 6. I just went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In between is a void. In between, if you want to meet in between over here, it's 17 to 1 on roulette. We go from here to here. We're connecting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've connected 1 to 6. That is my half-life. We've connected 3 over to 4, 7. That's my half-life. And the empty space is 2 and 5, the 7 for my Earth. And the numbers are rectangular, and they've already been created. They're all on this dice telling me this is the story. The story of creation through the Word of God. Everything we know, everything we think, everything we create. If there is a God, then if you think we're doing this on our own, we are. Do you think it hasn't been done before? Do you think the 5.4 calculation or trillions and billions of years of this earth and the science that happened in the last 100 years couldn't have happened in the billions of years before? Like, hey, we're unique. Yeah, we're unique. Okay. There was so many things I wanted to talk about that I didn't get to. This design. In order to do this, you have to fold it over this way, then fold it over this way. It's like wrapping a gift. You know, the design. Wrapping a gift. That design. Using one flat piece of paper. You know, I'm not really sure which way I should do this. Right? I cut it once that way, and then same flat piece of paper. Oh my God, how did Earth get flat? So I take this piece of paper and I now
curl it that way. And they then take this piece of paper and the first fold creates the 7. Now, what does the second fold create? See, I can't fold this one. I'm obligated to fold this one, and I have to fold it under. Just let me set up my camera here for a second. My stand. See if I can get this done. So my first fold is here. Okay. My second fold, I need to reach there. All right. My next fold. But on my next fold, if you look, I'm folding it only on this corner. I can't. I want to fold it so it goes up the other way. So if I fold it this way, just want to show you something. If I fold the corner in, see the corner the way it came in over here? I end up with this, because I didn't cut the paper, I end up with this design here. I could have folded another way, but I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about this. I want to get on with another part of Rodin's coil numeric value is where you get this. And if you take a look, there's a standing 8 in the center. Standing 8. There are 3 corners over here. We have a B that's in the center of this design right over here. A B. There should be a B here. See the way the B has a longer area? Is that because I cut it improperly? I put the wrong line. So this is not the proper line. There's still more to look at. Another thing is connecting the 369 cuts the 784. Where can I show you this? I'm going to show you it right here. I'm going to try and see if I can use some darker. Okay. When you cut the line over here, this over here is 8 and 7, and this line over here is, if I remember correctly, is 4 and 5. 8 and 4, 12, 7 and 5, 12. And then this one over here is 1 and 2. Is that what it is? So the cat comes into Mars. They connect the gateway to heaven down into 5 and down into 4 through the sun, connecting to Father. 369 joins it, splitting these 2 zeros, or the double zero. Splitting the double zero, by adding 369, you split the double zero, you suck all the energy out of the main core. And it creates 808. I created a building out of it. Did we look at the gray versus green? We're going to get into this. I skipped out on a few things before. The gray versus green, half-life. 7 times 7, 7 plus 7 equals 14. DNA in the sun, 77 Christ, 7 and 7, the word is green. 94 at Uranus. Split in half, 94, 47, you have time on the cross. You split it upside down, you have the DC world, 6 and 4, you have the half-life, because 9 can be flipped upside down, you can flip upside down 4, and it becomes an H. The letter H, because that's what it looks like. This becomes electric company. 5 times 5, 5 plus 5 equals to 35 and 25. Electric company for Earth in the grays and in the greens. But we have a new word that just came out not too long ago. I think I put it in my other book. And the word is, wow, lost the page. Not very happy. Hold on a second. Okay, so this is it. Let me back this up here. If I spell gray with an A, I get 51, I get Mars. If I spell gray with an E, I get 55, I get the half-life Liberty. Green is the basic of grays. The roulette shows me the green, but yet where the numbers count and the colors really count, it's gray. It's gray. So we get green
plus 2. Green plus 6. It's funny, B and F, the piano keys, don't have a black key between them. We get 55, 106. 106 connects to this and that again. 106 becomes 166, becomes 616, the half-life. I don't want to use 5 because 5 is in between. Even though you have 5 and 5 on each hand, it's in between. It's an in-between number. 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth one on each one, if you add them together, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, I have 15, 15, 15 in tennis. I have 30 creation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is in the middle. 0 or 6 in the middle. What else can I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 66s are on each hand. That's my passage. But it's been exchanged for Highway 80, Interstate 80, from route or route to interstate. 80 slash 44 slash 40. I think that's the roadway to get down there by Missouri. Kansas, where the tornado comes up. So now what I'm going to do is 6 and 6 becomes 12, becomes 3. 2 and 2 becomes 4. That creates my DC. That's the difference. Takes plus 2 to get to the gray, minus 2 to get to the green, minus 2 plus 2, the difference is 4. 2 and 2. Gray, plus 6, minus 6, 6 and 6 is 12. 22 on the dice, slash 10. 66 on the dice, slash 11. 6 and 6 on the dice. When I flip them over, I get 11. 2, 3, 4, 5's on the outside. 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, equals to 14. 14 and 7, 4 sides and 2 sides. 14 and 7, 2 sides and 4 sides. What if I cut off the tip here and cut off the tip here and put my pole down that way and spun this? I'd have all 21 spinning. All 21 would spin instead of just 14 and 7. I'd have all 21 right there, all spinning. How many levels? If I point this dice straight up, I can't. I have to be exactly on the point. So I have to see if you can see this. Let me see, can you see it this way? By being exactly on the point, right? This point straight up. It puts this one lower than these two. They're all on different levels. All the dots have different levels. I have 21 running at the same time through one core. And the center core it's running to is 3.5. That's the core. 3 times 5, 15. 6, Mars, letter 0. 3 plus 5, 8. Let's say H2O. So maybe it's the water running at H2O. You remember the McDonald's? Roman numerals, 1,100. So am I saying 1,000 minus 100? Because the C comes after M and C. No, it's plus 100, becomes 1,100. But the 500 is next. And since the 100 is before the 500, and in Roman numerals, 1 comes before 5, you end up creating 4. And it's the 4th letter in the alphabet. Oh, McDonald's had a farm. Oh, my God, had a farm. So this is the grays. Now, we're 28 minutes into this video, and I still didn't complete everything that I was thinking, or this numeric fashion. I added in the last video. I'm coming back to this video. All 9s come together for 36. Do we put the star over this? We see all kinds of 8, 8, and I didn't finish this one over here. Let me just show you this. Sometimes I see 88, and I didn't complete anything over here because I can't. Can I stripe? Can I put a line into here? 3, 5, 7, 15. 3, 5, 7, 15. This, all I did with this, and the only reason I did this is because I'm bringing together the 9s, everything to do with the 9s. That's it. I'm not going here. So I have 880. If I had 888, you would now know I'm talking about this section over here by splitting it apart. I split apart my 9s. I'm not splitting apart my energy. If I do split this apart and have 888, or have 8888, talking about both sides, but how can you split the energy on the other side if you're not even there? And you can never get there. So we must always have a 0 to 888 into the three worlds. And we never get to number 1 no matter what we do. We never get to number 1, and we can't close in 0. Now, in order to create this design, I came here. Let me see if I got this one right. 3 to the 4. See, something's wrong here. Why did I go up over here? Oh yes, I went up because they're all sections of 2. I'm here and I'm there. I'm not here. I'm here and I'm there. And these are my 2 rectangles over here. And encompassed in my rectangles is the open 5, is the open 5, is the open, well, this should be the open 5, and this is the open 5. That's my 20. If I only have 3 open 5s, if I have 3 open 1s or 2 open 1s, what is the question in here? If I'm talking, and don't forget, I got this understanding Rodin's coil, right? Rodin's coil over here. 8. If you draw the line all the way down, it comes to 4. 1 and 2, alpha beta, creation of 5 and 6. That is my 11. 5 and 6 is my 11. So when I connect the 3, 6, 9 together, I've split apart. I've split apart. Here's my connection here, and here's my connection here. By adding 3, 6, 9, I've split them apart and created 8, 0, 8, or actually 8, 1, 8 in this scenario. That's the way I want to look at it, because it splits the center. That's the way I want to look at it for now, 8, 1, 8. But in reality, you only need these 3 and this one connecting it, making it 3, 1, 3. So I'm just bringing together scenarios. Over here, I connect the 8, create 7. Over here, I connect the 8, I create 7. Over here, okay, I can't connect anything, because over here and over here is I get 7, 9, and 7, 9, but over here is in between. It becomes 8.5, 13 becomes 4, becomes 7, 9, 4, 9, 7. And this 7 and 9 becomes 7, 4, 7, and that becomes Jesus' time on the cross. You have 5, 7, 9, 9, 5, 7 center. 5, 7, 9, 9, 7, 5. And the extremities is the moon. The interior is Jupiter bar the 12, because they flipped upside down. It becomes 3, 9. The sky systems through Saturn passing through the Christ. 7 and 7, 14. Christ is the DNA energy that connects somehow to the O, that connects somehow to us in whichever fashion, umbilical cord, aether that's in the air, whatever it is. You know, a drug, there's a drug in the air that that's altering. It's like tick, 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 tick. It's like your thought is moving forward, and creation, in order to have creation a little bit better, you need like a little bit of separation between the sending out of the message, the receiving of the message. So as the message is coming down, imagine if we have water in a bathtub, a long river, and it's flowing the river. And then I throw in 100 rocks. It's going to slow down the river. So by the time you get the information, the water's going, or it hits a, and it goes, oh, I remember that thought, tick, 1 step backwards. 20 steps forward, 1 step back. 20 steps forward, 1 step back. 5 steps forward, once. So there's a stutter in the reception. People stutter. So there's a stutter in the reception, and the stutter in the reception, you just can't put 2 and 2 together, because the stutter in the reception, as you went out to get that information from the star system. Raphael, thank you for watching this video.